Now, this is the sound that you get for a moment like this. Everybody raises to attention there. It makes us feel like we're on live for 3 hours again.
My heart rate just went up.
I bet it did. That's because it is time for something that you have to do around food time. And, you know, Thanksgiving just passed. We're getting into the full December holiday slate. There's going to be food all over the place. And where there's food, there's appetizers. And this is a show. Damn, that was a good one.
Hey, we're authentic, man. We already talked about that last week. We're authentic.
That was brought to you by Poppy. We're going to see if that has ad reads too.
I'll Google it.
Yes.
Hold on.
You heard the symphony of professionalism last week. That will make the next round of that, I'm sure. We are going to do a draft tonight in honor of a guy on Twitter at Rio_Robinson91.
Hey, love Rio.
He did a great top 5 list on appetizers, which spurred some conversation in the group chat for us. And then we decided, hey, we need to shut up right now. We need to shut your ass up. Shut your ass up. Let's go. And hold all of that conversation for the show. This is something that we can get into. We like food. We all know food. We can rank appetizers. We go out. So this is something that we're going all out on, and we are going to do an appetizers draft. We will all 3 of us, we are going to pick our 5 appetizers. This is us basically creating an appetizer menu. How are you going to appeal to somebody? I don't buy appetizers unless the menu has at least 2 or 3 items on it that catch my attention fully and I'm debating on it. Like otherwise, if it's just like one thing on the appetizer menu, I'm like, I could get that, you know, just as a fucking entree or something. I don't care about the appetizer menu. I don't care about the apps. So we're going to create menus here of 5 appetizer items, and we will post it online later on at 323REID, at 323Reid on Instagram, TikTok, and all that. And you will tell us who has the best appetizer menu. Yes, white man in the middle.
How are we picking who goes first?
We can do the wheel.
You want to bring up the wheel of degenerate?
We can bring up the wheel of degenerate, and I think that would be a good way to decide. Zoo?
Hi.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. You were just eating your...
Oh, no. I'm thinking what else to add to my list.
Hello, it's the 323 College Shame Day Wheel of Degenerate, a.k.a. the Wheel of Mike Tomlin.
The production value in this, folks, is amazing. And you can always check it out at the YouTube, 323Reid on the YouTube channel. But yeah, it's kind of straightforward. Reid and Zoo, I just put our names in this. And I guess we'll just trust the fate. So
are we... Is the first person that it lands on, is that going to be... look at those ads.
Get out of here, Charmin. No free ads here.
Not on this show.
Shout out Crumble Cookies.
Shout out Crumble Cookies and Poppy. Is it who it lands on going to be the first pick?
See, that was my exact question. Is the first one going to be who's going third, or are we doing snake draft? Are we just doing standard 1, 2, 3, and you start over again 1, 2, 3? Like, how are we doing this?
I think we should do a snake draft.
Okay.
I think we should do a snake draft.
Zoo, how do you feel?
However you guys feel.
Oh,
okay. So snake draft.
Draft.
I think we do like the NBA. I think we should do like the NBA lottery where they usually go.
I don't have that many ping pong balls, man.
Well, they go from the bottom up. So I think whoever it lands on first, they are the third pick.
Okay. You ready?
Yes, for max drama.
Oh, who's it gonna be?
That sound.
The one person who had no input in the whole process, Zuhair Ali, is third. See, but that's tricky though. Snake draft. So he has the 103 and the 201. So he could have anything. Who is Mr. Mid?
We only needed 5, right?
Yeah.
The white guy. The cream filling to this Oreo cookie sandwich. Me, I am second. That means
I get the first pick. Oof, wow. I'm not sure how I feel about the first pick. It's a lot of pressure.
This is the CMC pick. Yeah, don't pull your Achilles, man.
Can't go too wrong on it. But I think what we'll do as we go through too, we will if there's a question as to what you're picking is an appetizer, we will debate. We will debate it. We will debate it live because there's no pool here. We're just going off of what we know as appetizers.
I think there's only one obvious 101, but that's just me. I'm interested to see if this falls to me at 2.
It might do it because I think with the number 1 overall pick, the one that's on my big board here, I think it's something that can be considered a major entree too. It's a huge thing at different parties and Super Bowl events. But if you look on a menu at a restaurant, it is an appetizer on almost all appetizer menus. And that is, and you can tell me if I need to be specific or not, but I'm going to say fried chicken wings.
Called it.
Why'd you call that, Zoo? You want to explain to the crowd why you called Reid was going to pick fried chicken wings?
Yeah.
Because I was even thinking, do wings even count as an appetizer when most people just genuinely order that as their main entree? Like, yes, you might get it to like kind of complement things or supplement things, but I always thought like you go to actual wing places. So it's weird thinking that you could go to a restaurant based off appetizers.
So my justification why I'm going to allow chicken wings is because fried chicken's a main. You don't have that as an appetizer. That is a meal. You could conceivably have buffalo wings or chicken wings as a main in mass quantities, but you need to order a mass quantity to justify it being a meal. And like Reid said, outside of like Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop and like wing-centric restaurants, 9 times out of 10, it's on the appetizer side.
Dirty Buffalo Supreme.
Oh.
Have you been?
No.
Oh, if you ever want to tell me that you're here, we should go to Dirty Buffalo.
You'll never know. You're going to have to see me on the road one day.
Look, yeah, I think I've seen you in Target and on the road more than I've actually hung out with you here.
All right, so Reid, your take is that are you happy with the buffalo? Is it buffalo wings? Are you making the distinction between buffalo wings, or are you just taking chicken wings?
I will go ahead and set the precedent. I will be specific and say buffalo wings. Okay. I'm going to say buffalo wings are my number 1 pick. That buffalo wings are off the board now.
Okay,
but if I take buffalo wings, does that remove all chicken wings off the board? I feel like
it does.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there we go. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 2.
Listen, this is the pick in the draft. We're like, man, I can't believe this fell to me at the 102. It's the most obvious appetizer. Like every time I see it on a menu, I have to get them, no matter where I'm at, and it's mozzarella sticks.
That was a strong number 2 on my board. Strong number 2 on my board.
I got very specific with mine.
I
had buffalo mozzarella sticks on my.
Well, if we're using we're doing all encompassing buffalo. No, listen, look, buffalo mozz sticks are really good. Shout out Chicks on the Beach in Virginia Beach. But if you taking buffalo wings means that you take all chicken wings. If I'm taking mozz sticks, it's all mozz sticks.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's why I'm just like, damn, like I can't even say it now. But I just wanted to say on the record, I was very specific with mine.
I'm very curious about buffalo mozz sticks now. Those sound delicious. Those sound just delightful.
Well, if you want to tell me that you're in the area, then I can take it.
I will happily tell you when I'm in.
We'll just go to Chicks on like Tuesdays and just see if Scott happens to be there.
Listen, the odds are high.
Hey, Christmas break is coming with the kids. I took the weeks off, so I can go down on go down on a Tuesday. Motherfucker.
Anyways, on to the 103.
This is my go-to. Like
hummus.
It's do I have a Mediterranean pick on here? No.
It's just a cucumber, tomato, and onion salad.
Spinach and artichoke.
With pita or tortilla chips?
Preferably tortilla chips, but pita's a good option.
I like it.
I never had spinach and artichoke dip until like a Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Someone brought the Tostitos can.
Oh, it was wonderful. No, it wasn't the Tostitos can. It was like some freshly made stuff from like a Wise or something.
It used to be my my Chipotle and Chili's. You know, your 3 appetizer platter is your meal.
Yeah,
always had to have
the triple dipper.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is a snake draft, so Zoo, you're back on the board.
Oh, okay. Well, let me take buffalo mozzarella sticks off of this real quick. The other American one that I will go for is fried pickles.
Oh,
but
damn.
Not Spears.
You bitch.
Yeah. They've got to be the round ones. I'm not a fan of the Spears.
Oh, the pickle chips.
With like a good
Buffalo Ranch.
Yeah, Buffalo Ranch or like a dill or like a jalapeno ranch or something.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I like it. I like it. At the 202, I'm gonna save this one. I'll punt this one down the field because I don't think anyone's gonna pick this one. Let me go with. See, this is another one of those things that we talked about with chicken wings. You could have this as a meal, but everywhere that I've ever seen it's on the appetizers. Give me nachos.
I think that's a strong one. I think that's highly an appetizer to me.
Mm-hmm.
What's your ideal topping set?
Everything. The whole it's like steak, queso, cheese, tomatoes, jalapenos.
See, I was going shredded chicken, so that's why I was asking. But jalapenos are a must.
Jalapenos are a must.
Jalapenos and cheese, I think, are the two standards. Like you got to have those two things.
And I feel that if somebody takes the load-bearing nacho out of the middle immediately, from then on out they are banned from having nachos with you ever again.
Yeah, you never go for the middle. You never go for the middle. What are you sometimes?
No, you suffer with the dry chips like everyone else until you get to the middle. You don't get ones with the toppings.
Yeah.
I feel like when someone does that, you need to set up like one of those giant Jenga boards for them and force them to pull a middle one.
Man. So at number 1, I have to be careful here. This is my second pick, and it's snake, so I can go, back to back, and I can be safe here. You guys are taking a lot of the dips here. You're taking a lot of the good dips.
Because they are dips.
You are my favorite dips, and I'm gonna go ahead take another dip off the board here. One of my favorites personally, and that is a good crab dip.
Ooh, yep.
Take a good crab dip. You got some crab dip, some Old Bay in it, and like some good
chips
crab
in
there, or pita. Yeah, actually pita.
Pita over chips and crab dip.
Yeah, shout out Harry's Ale House has an incredible crab dip. I might have to go tomorrow just to get it now. That's some wonderful stuff. And then since I'm right back here on the board, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Bang Bang Shrimp.
Ooh.
Take a good Bang Bang Shrimp because then you get like the lettuce and stuff on here. So it has like some of the Bang Bang sauce on it. And so then you're just eating lettuce too and you're feeling like good about yourself because it's a little healthy. It's not.
I like it.
I'm feeling good there.
I like it. I mean, so does that take all shrimp off the board? Or just Bang Bang Shrimp specifically off the board?
I think Bang Bang Shrimp. I would say Bang Bang Shrimp is
its own thing.
It's a specific enough thing that
Yeah. Okay. If we had like a cocktail shrimp or something, that's a whole other category.
Yeah. That's a whole different.
I have shrimp cocktail separate on my board.
Okay. So I got the cheesy, I got the spicy and cheesy. Now I'm just gonna take it can be spicy sometimes, depending on how much paprika that you use. Give me deviled eggs.
Oh, damn it.
That's my favorite thing. I pull up into a holiday party or some kind of get-together, and there's a big old fat tray of deviled eggs. I'm parking my ass right there, and I'm crushing them.
I was convinced that was going to be my Brock Purdy.
Oh, you're Mr. Irrelevant. Deviled eggs. No, I'll take it now, because I feel like some of these other ones are going to fall to me.
Okay. It's a good pick. Good pickup. Zoo?
In my martial arts time, I've been very cultured. I've learned a lot about different foods from different areas. And to all my Filipino friends out there, we're rolling with lumpia.
No.
What did you take?
Lumpia.
Lumpia. Educate me. I'm not sure. I don't know lumpia.
Filipino spring roll?
Filipino spring roll. More fried, more flavorful meats.
I like good meats.
Good. Experience it.
Well, now Zoo's back on the board. Now I'm interested to see where he's going to go now.
Right. Yeah, that's a Zoo's kind of making me like he's like you don't know what kind of GM right now. He sees something that we don't see. He's hitting the board in a different way.
I'm gonna take my backup one now because I feel like it may come up. They do have to make this one right, which is why it's low on my board, because the ratio to crunch and squid has to be perfect.
Ooh,
and when it is, we are picking calamari.
Yes, yep. I was considering that one. Yeah,
I like it.
that's
I like it.
I love a good.
There's
You
a
write
lot
those
of
textures off, it fucks you up completely.
oh,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Like I'm fine if there's too much breading, but I'll get like bored with it. But when it's like too squishy, I'm like, eh.
do you feel like you're chewing on a rubber band?
Yeah.
See, are you more of a tentacles guy, or are you more of like the ring guy? Are you
It all
into
depends.
tentacles or are you into rings?
It all
Be
depends.
careful with your answer.
It all depends. I like
Shout
a
out
healthy
Awesome
blend.
Con. Shout out
Oh.
Awesome Con and
Oh,
that tentacle
Jesus.
porn.
Oh, God.
That they did.
I mean, looking at my list, I mean, I got mott sticks, I got the Italian in there, I got nachos, I got the Hispanic in there, I got deviled eggs, which I guess you can say is white. I don't know, is it exclusively white item?
No, it's not. I've always.
I think that's the appetizer that bridges the gap with everybody.
It is, yeah.
It's the MOK of appetizers.
The seasoning amount can kind of tell you what the difference is. It is the MLK of appetizer.
I haven't heard Reid laugh that hard in a while.
It's between. I'm fighting myself between the MLK of appetizers and fitting in my sister jeans is the episode title.
Let me shake it up a bit and let me get something. I'm gonna copy the lumpia, but let me get egg rolls.
Okay,
That's my I get something an appetizer that I order every single time for a Chinese food restaurant. If it doesn't come standard on my dinner meal as a side, I will order it specifically for more.
It just doesn't make you salivate the way that lumpia does.
I now want to try this. Shout out to our Filipino friends.
Was it a couple weekends ago? There was a like Filipino fest over here that my friend was performing at, and there was a bundle of 5 chicken lumpias, rice, and like this macaroni salad for. No, there was something else in there.
Probably like potato salad.
No, I think it was pancit
Probably
for like $15, and it was so delicious.
Oh yeah.
Was that brought to you by Poppy?
Shout out Poppy. Number 4 for me, and this is rounding out my draft actually. I'm going to go with something that's been a favorite of mine since childhood, and that is pigs in a blanket.
You bitch.
That's a good one.
You bitch.
Those little hot dogs and the little crescent roll. They're
I thought I was going to fall to me. God damn it. With cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. With a little bit. Oh, my God. Or you could just put it in a nice, like, honey mustard. You know what the secret is? I've made these two. You get Chick-fil-A sauce. You put that in a thing, and you dip those in Chick-fil-A sauce. Oh.
I learned in like a 7th grade, like home ec middle school class on how to make pigs in a blanket one year. And ever since then, I've made it for like any family get-togethers. And it's always like one of the requests for my brother is like, are you going to make pigs in a blanket? Because it's nothing. It's a hot dog with some cheese and crescent rolls. Like I'm not doing anything.
How often do you walk up to him with a blanket and just throw it on and be like, made?
Oh, you're welcome. But no, I'm right there with you.
I'm a pig in a blanket, right? Well,
hey,
I'm a Commanders fan.
Hey,
you okay? You all right? You okay? You want to talk?
I thought you were.
You all right?
I thought you were a bear in a blanket.
I like that.
Am I back up?
No, it's me. I got to finish out mine, and I was letting you all help me stall in time because I'm having a hard time picking this last one, but I think that my thing is already. I could go one way. I could go another. I think one of these things is a potential high pick, but it's going to be an undrafted player. I can pick him up later.
You get them unrestricted, like waivers. You get them on waivers.
Yeah, just on little waivers. Yeah.
Meatballs. Were you gonna say meatballs?
It's the last of the two that I'm deciding between.
It's got to be meatballs now.
I can confidently tell you that with my next 2 picks, I will not be picking meatballs. So if it falls to you at the very last pick, then that's on you.
You only have one more pick.
Oh, that's right.
This is pick 5 here.
I can confidently tell you I'm not taking meatballs.
Oh, please let it be meatballs.
I'm taking bruschetta.
Ooh.
Taking
like
a good
it.
bruschetta. I
was
love
thinking
bruschetta.
that.
I can't argue with bruschetta. It's not something that I think about immediately, but once I see it,
It's nice and fresh.
It's nice
heavy.
and fresh. See it on somebody else's plate. Yeah, it's a perfect appetizer. So yeah, bruschetta rounds out my team.
Especially when you use like the little toasted squares, and you just put the little tomato, little slice of cheese, of basil, little drizzle of the balsamic on there. It brings a nice freshness. It is. I would eat it every single time.
Yes.
And we're gonna get. You know what? You bring up bougie Lunchables, and that is my last pick. Give me a charcuterie board. That's an appetizer.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Give me a charcuterie board.
There's a lot of things on a charcuterie board, but they do make like mini charcuterie boards.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, if you want me to narrow it down and get oddly specific, I can go with a meat and cheese board.
I'll give you charcuterie.
Okay.
Just so we can get that part of the algorithm. Yeah, charcuterie.
And here comes the hummus pick.
Here we go. To end the draft, we have the final irrelevant.
For the culture, we are going with Gobi
lentils.
65.
Ooh.
Wait.
Gobi 65 is fried cauliflower with the same seasoning that's in chicken 65, and it is freaking delicious.
Okay.
Damn. Any appetizers that you're surprised? I'm surprised potato skins aren't on anyone's list. I'm surprised that isn't up there. I mean, I think with potato skins, it has to be right, because like those are things that you could get and they're still like luke cold in the middle, and like they're just kind of chewing on them a little bit. Like there's a lot of areas to go wrong. Dumplings.
Man, I was so excited on Friday. We ordered lobster tater tots, thinking it'd be like a basket of tater tots with like some lobster on there. It was literally just 4 pieces, which is like a little bit of lobster on each one.
I have never been more miserable in an eating experience than at a Buffalo Wild Wings and ordering the Buffalo.
Stop, just right there. Just full stop right there. You don't even have to explain it. You can just full stop at Buffalo Wild Wings.
I have not been to a Buffalo Wild Wings in probably like 4 or 5 years now. Ever since I discovered Dirty Buffalo.
I ordered buffalo tater tots, and it was like these tater tots that were delicious tater tots, perfectly cooked tater tots,
fluffy,
that were just thrown a shit ton of buffalo seasoning all over them and buffalo sauce to the point, like, I'm good with hot stuff, but man, like, my eyes were watering, my nose was going the entire time. I couldn't enjoy the rest of my food because of these tots. Very disappointing. But tater tots were on my board.
Well, and like tater tots, I feel like you'd have to go with loaded tots if you go with an appetizer, because tots more is just like a side. But like, I could see how drowning tater tots in buffalo sauce would make it a very off-putting like experience, because when you get tater tots, you get it for the crunch factor, and then you get the nice fluffy clouds of potato in the middle.
That's the thing. I would have been fine if it was drowned in sauce. It was drowned in seasoning.
Oh, like a dry rub. Like a
dry rub. So then you put it in. You eat it.
Kind of rub.
You eat it.
I saw that smile come in so quick as you said it.
You're eating that, and I can't even find the pause button. So you survived this time. Never mind. But it's like a dry rub. So like when you're eating the tot, like all the seasoning just like kind of poofs, and then it's caught in your throat and everything, and you're coughing, and you're just like you're stuck for a while. I'm surprised cheese fries didn't make anybody's.
You know what? I am just proud of us that none of us took the easy route of potatoes for this.
Yeah, we didn't go the potato route.
Surprised I didn't go potatoes.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't. I lived in Idaho for a little bit.
Well, I guess because when it comes to like loaded fries or cheesy fries, it's like either you're going to take that or you're going to get nachos. And I think if you get cheesy fries, they get colder and more soggy faster than nachos do.
Yeah, it's all about nacho cheese.
Yeah, nacho cheese.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else we're missing.
Meatballs. You were right about. Like meatballs are that. It's if you want to go to like the NBA, it's like that Euro player who like looks good, super tall, but you're not sure if he can dribble. Like
Porzingis.
It's like your Kristaps Porzingis. Like you'll take a flyer on him. But I don't know if I can commit a pick to meatballs.
One that I was
onions was one of my honorable mentions.
Oh yeah,
love blooming onion.
I had crab cakes. Yeah, onion rings are on there for me. Crab cakes.
I had sliders on mine, but I think sliders like
that's one of those borderline meals.
Yeah, I think it's teetering over into the main meal side to things.
How many sliders makes a meal?
4.
4. 4 sliders is a meal. 3 is an appetizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 is just a tease.
Two's a tease. 1, you're pissing me off.
1's like, what the fuck?
1, you just planted your flag on my field.
I'm just thinking of the chicken minis at Chick-fil-A breakfast. Like I'm driving, so I don't want to eat like the whole biscuit, but it's like easier to just eat the minis, but it's still like kind of proportionally the same.
Are you unhealthy if you order an appetizer for like Uber Eats?
Like that's all you're ordering is just the appetizer?
No, you're ordering a meal too, but you're ordering an appetizer at home too. I feel like an appetizer is
How does that make me more unhealthy than if I were to eat out?
I feel like an appetizer is an in-restaurant meal. If I ordered a entree and an appetizer from like Uber Eats, then I'm feeling like I'm teetering on Brendan Fraser in The Whale.
Well, Scott brought up the same point where it's like if you're ordering Chinese food, like you have to get egg rolls because like sometimes you may have to like put it in the bowl or heat it up a little bit extra. So it's like while you're doing like the things to get ready for dinner, you're just munching on those egg rolls.
I think it's entirely dependent on the restaurant that you're ordering from. I think Chinese food you're expected. Yeah. Like Chinese or like Indian food or something like that, like you're gonna get some sort of appetizer because that's
what's your Indian food appetizer?
No,
ooh,
it's not an appetizer.
No, ooh. Now I gotta think about this one.
See,
because like Italian food, if like you order Italian food and like say you order Vinny's, like it's coming with a salad, but it's also coming with bread.
Yeah,
like, you get garlic bread with it.
Reginello's.
Yeah. Huh. Do we consider the little sugar donuts from a Chinese restaurant an appetizer, or are those a dessert, even though they're on the appetizer part of the menu? Can you eat it before your main meal? Can you eat it before the General Tso's? Or does it have to come after because it's a sugar?
Wouldn't.
Depends on how many gummies I've had.
So glad I was late because it. Oh, crab rangoons was one we didn't mention.
Crab rangoons are up there. I think samosas are probably the most safe bet for an Indian appetizer.
Yeah, I have it as a snack more than I do as an appetizer.
Or what are those little fritters? What are they called? Pakoras? What are they called?
Popper. Pakoras is the like what I call the tempura comp.
I think for AwesomeCon, our next post celebration, because we were looking at a bar to do, like celebrate and hang out with anybody if they wanted to pop by after the show. I think we should settle on like an Indian restaurant because that's where we had like some of our best food and best outing was that Indian restaurant where we were soaked in DC. And that was just incredible food that I still think about to this day.
Oh, yeah. I was telling somebody about that the other day because we ended up going to the ramen place.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Was it not busy this time? Was it raining?
Playing away.
There he is. Angriest I've ever seen.
Cold, though.
Oh, that Scott was hangry. And it made it worse because like there was a Chick-fil-A literally like a block away from the venue, and I was perfectly content just going to Chick-fil-A. And then Zeus said ramen. I was like, "Ooh, ramen does sound good in the rain." And then we just kept walking and walking. And I'm like,
and the whole walk, you were like, "If we don't get in there, if I don't get my fucking ramen,"
I was like, "I swear to God, it's gonna be busy by the time we get there."
Pretty pissed.
It was so funny because I was behind Zoo by like 5 or 10 feet. He gets to the place first. And he just like stops and like pivots on his heel and just looks at me. He's like, "So, you want to go to that Indian restaurant?" I was like, "Son of a bitch! I told you it was gonna be busy."
Oh, was it good?
Yeah.
My favorite part of Scott in that situation was I was next to him, and I can hear him mutter to himself while we're heading back to the Indian place, and you're just hearing all the splish splash of water that we're walking through, and I just hear like a little mutter under his hood. Could have gone to Chick-fil-A.
Reid was very educated that night.
Yeah, it was.